So I was originally diagnosed with orogenic heart disease, ARVC, because my father had been properly diagnosed with it. So I went through complete testing of a EKG, Holter monitor, echo, cardiac MRI, and an EP study. The EP study showed tachycardia, so that's why I got the ICD at 14. Within 3 years, I was referred to see a heart failure specialist because I had continued to be symptomatic. My ICD had went off multiple times to treat VT. I was on beta blockers, but I continued to be symptomatic and have worsening symptoms. So in 2009, they said I was in stage 1, and they didn't expect it to progress. And for 4 years, everything was pretty quiet for me. And then I started getting shocked by my ICD again. I had more medication changes, and about a year and a half after that, I was recommended to have an ablation. I had the ablation before I could be discharged the following day. I went back into VT spontaneously and was staying there, so I was rushed to the ICU. And the following morning, they rushed me back in for a second ablation. So 2 ablations in 3 days. I was told to take at least 6 months to heal. After 6 months, I wasn't doing any better. I continued to feel like I was declining. I was symptomatic, short of breath, very fatigued just all the time. And at that time, they didn't know if it's because I had gained so much weight or if it was because of the beta blockers, because those can cause side effects, or if I was truly in advanced heart failure. So they said I could have a third ablation or I could try an experimental bilateral sympathectomy. I opted to do both. I did the ablation. The next day, I did the experimental bilateral sympathectomy. And despite coming off beta blockers, my heart failure symptoms never improved. And so it took till 2017 before they decided I was in advanced heart failure. And that's when they started the evaluation for transplant. It took over a year. And then they concluded that I was not in advanced heart failure to the point of needing a transplant. I was just in advanced heart failure, and I just had to learn to live with that. And so that's what I did, and I refused to let it stop me. In my mind, if I wasn't sick enough to need a transplant, then why can't I have a child? Which I never actually thought like life would work out for that to play out, but it did. And so I went through pregnancy and advanced heart failure, and I thought I would, bounce back after that. And I never quite bounced back. Testing this spring showed my heart failure pressures are worse, and that's why they want to restart evaluation for transplant. And I was just hesitant, obviously, for a lot of reasons. I would just prefer that I get better versus needing a transplant, but I don't know. So testing in October hopefully will prove to me that I actually need the transplant because the doctor already thinks I do.